It's 9 p.m. The house is quiet. I am staring at my monitor because I'm having an identity crisis. You know, I am a ghost in a database. You see, I have very fond memories of playing Blizzard games. I used to love playing StarCraft 1 and Warcraft 3 at internet cafes, although I was never really into the competitive scene. My first beefy computer was used mainly for playing World of Warcraft. For a number of years, Blizzard games defined my gaming persona. Now that I'm back gaming, I thought, what better thing to do than play my favorites, the old Blizzard classics. So I downloaded the Battle.net client and I hit the login screen. And then I realized I have no idea who I was back then. I simply could not log in. I don't mean I forgot my password. I mean, I don't even remember what the account name was. Okay, what about this one? Let's see if this one works. Let's go. It's not this one either. Okay, so it wasn't that one. I don't know. I don't know. I've lived so much life in the last 20 years. You know, with the career, the house, the mortgage, the kids, that the version of me that owned those Blizzard games is basically a total stranger to me. So I sat there trying to recall all the account names I've ever used in the past. I've tried all the ones that I could recall with all the different password combinations that I've ever used. But nope, nothing worked. It seems that I may have used an email address that's now long gone. You know, it used to be a bad habit of mine to create a new Google/email account to sign up to a new online service. The email address is only for that service, so I would never really use it after setting up my account. So it was just for validation. And many of these practically one-off emails are now lost to me completely. I mean, Google deletes them after a few years of inactivity, sure, but I just simply do not remember what they were called. Now, at this point, most people would go, well, I'm not signing up to Battle.net as a new person again. I'm not paying for these games again, because I own them. I still should own them somewhere, right? And look, I get it. There's a principle there. But then I looked at the clock. It was hitting 9:15 p.m. And I realized I have maybe about 90 minutes before my eyes start closing. So I had two choices, two options. The first option, I could spend my entire evening opening support tickets with Blizzard and trying to prove to them, to some random person in customer service, that I am, in fact, me. But how would I even do that? Do you remember your account name, sir? No. What email address did you use to sign up, sir? I don't remember. Do you remember maybe just a single name of a character you used to have in that account you have supposedly lost access to, sir? No, sorry. Sir, are you for real? This is how things are gonna go, right? With the customer service. So this wasn't gonna go anywhere anytime soon. I had to settle with my second option. Well, really, it's the only option. And that was to accept that my previous Battle.net account has become a ghost in a database somewhere and start a new account. Just bite the bullet. And that's what I did. Once I've created a new account, I had to then pull out my bank card to repurchase Warcraft 3 because that game was the one that I wanted to revisit the most. Now, the game is actually a remastered version called Reforged, which I understand was not really well received, but it does give you an option to play the original version, so, you know, all good. I'm definitely getting Warcraft 3, but there's Diablo, Overwatch, Hearthstone, StarCraft, and Call of Duty. I didn't know Call of Duty was a Blizzard game. Anyway, let's go get myself Warcraft 3. Here we go. Warcraft. But isn't it annoying to buy a game twice? Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a sting, but honestly, it's not the first time for me, really. And I also kind of like being new on a fresh account. My old account, wherever it is now, is probably a graveyard of abandoned characters and items and people I haven't talked to since 2005. So starting over with a fresh new account feels somewhat lighter and liberating. No stats, no history, just the games. I know I might sound like I'm trying to justify my stupidity, and I guess I am to an extent, but when I boot up Warcraft 3, watch the intro movie, and look at the story campaigns waiting for me, I'm feeling a genuine sense of excitement. You know, the yeah baby, I am back sort of excitement. I'm gonna play through all the campaigns and try my hand at the PvP ladder as well. You know, proclaim to the world that older gamers can still be competitive. I expect to fail miserably at that, but hey, I can say I've tried. I've never really been on the competitive scene, even when I was younger, so there's that. I mean, it's not that I got bad because of, I don't know, old age. It's that I was bad from the beginning, so there's no change, really. Anyways, I'm also getting the StarCraft 2 free version and Hearthstone. The remastered version of Diablo 2 also looks really tasty, I mean, tempting, but I digress. So, if you're a returning gamer and you've stared at a login screen with a dreadful realization that you just don't remember your account name, don't sweat it. Just have a silent laugh at your younger, less wise self. I did. And think about how much you want to play that particular game. Set up a new account and buy the game if you really want to. And get to the fun part. Don't waste your 9 PM hour being a private investigator for your own past life. We are the older, busy, returning gamers. So let's cut ourselves some slack. And maybe our wallets are a little bit fuller than what they used to be. So, you know, we could have that luxury of having to maybe buy a few favorite games multiple times. Have you ever made any of your accounts ghosts in databases like I have? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious if I'm the only one who's accidentally erased himself. I hope I am not the only one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more real, honest looks at how we actually play games after work. Have fun gaming. Bye for now.